finally, how about the Pittsburgh Steelers and their absolute stable of receiving weapons? They got Juju, Claypool, Johnson, Washington, just to name a few. I could go on. Let's specifically look at two of those guys. You can get plus 175 odds on Chase Claypool and Diontae Johnson to go over 1,999 and a half combined receiving yards in the regular season. Do you think they can do it, Geoff?
Yeah, this is probably my favorite one. I think plus 175 here does get pretty interesting, especially if you're a Pittsburgh Steeler fan, whatever. Chase Claypool, I mean, I just don't know how the Steelers are going to be able to keep him off the field. He's obviously is a bit of a monster just downfield in terms of yards per reception as well. 873 yards on 62 receptions. I don't see his target count going down at all. If anything, it's probably going to go up. And Diontae Johnson is a guy. His production last year off the 144 targets leaves a little bit to be wanting. He didn't crack 1,000 yards, but realistically, this guy just gets open so good, and he just is so good that I think you'll see improvement here on his catch rate. And if both those things happen with the extra game, I think these guys have a very good shot at doing it. So you're betting on the health of two players, which is always risky with these player props. But at 1 plus 175, this one easily has the most appeal for me today.
Reid, does it have the most appeal for you?
Yeah, Geoff touched on a big thing with Diontae Johnson because that's actually the part that scares me. We know he's a target monster. He's had 144 targets last year, but he just didn't have the yards. His over receptions on the DK Sportsbook right now is I think at 83 and a half. Yeah, minus 115. That he was just a reception monster. So I'd rather go with that. And that's why you're seeing plus money on this. And look, if Ben is healthy, yes, we're much more bullish on this. If he's not healthy, boy, I just do not want any part because we saw what happened to the Steelers when Ben was not there. And that's just a risk. Even though Ben is doing like 20% Tom Brady diet, I still don't know. He's still one of the guys that's pretty brittle. So all things considered, I do like it, but give me the Diontae Johnson over receptions as opposed to this one there, Jesse.
AJ, where do you stand on it?
Big Ben lost me with avocado ice cream. I'm out on that one, and I'm out on this bet. Look, as Reid said, you've got two guys that are, they're not really controlling their own fate here. They're contingent on Big Ben's health, which is questionable at best on most seasons, although he's played through a lot of stuff. This is not a mobile guy, even in his best of days. That's obviously behind him. And the fact of the matter is these guys are going to eat each other up. I mean, you talked, Jesse, at the top, the number of names that could be wide receiver targets here. I think Juju still takes too many of those targets away for me to be in on this one and to take it. So I'll stick with my Arizona prop here.